Remember that one time that we thought we had a mouse?
Lucy surprised me with a car.
We purchased sperm.
Ew.
We are Lucy and Kelsi, and we've spent the last few years living a fully nomadic life exploring the beautiful west coast of British Columbia. Now that we've found ourselves in Melbourne, Australia, our travel adventures are taking a slight pause while we prepare to start a new chapter of our life together. Follow us for updates as we embark on our fertility journey. We'll also like to get a bunch of adorable videos thrown in along the way of our deaf cattle dog, Jude, and some other fun adventures that we all go on. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you going today? We are
So Australian.
on a walk, and I just have had a thought.
But there's a bike behind me, but it's a shit.
And I just had an amazing thought that it's so nice to go on walks and hikes and bikes and all this stuff in Australia because there's no bears. And I just walk freely, happily, look around at things, whereas I feel like in Canada I always had bear spray attached to me and I was just constantly looking like through the trees, through the gaps, on the ground for scat. And it's just such a really nice feeling to go on an enjoyable walk in nature and not have to worry about any of that stuff. Whereas my poor wife spends the whole time
Looking at the ground.
looking at the ground for snakes. Anyway, it's beautiful to be able to walk without the fear of a bear biting my face off. And I just thought that I'd share that because I know most of you watching are in Canada or America.
Also, most of you watching in Canada and America are on my side, terrified of the snakes and the spiders.
Remember that one time that we thought we had a mouse, but turns out it was where we keep our toaster. A little seed or a few black seeds had fallen out of the bottom of the toaster onto this like shelf, and then we took the poo to the bathroom to examine it, and I cracked it open and we both went, it smells like toast, it smells like bread, and then we're like, it's from the toaster. Anyways, it's a beautiful walk and we're going to take you along with us.
Get a snack.
Also, we got a car, so now we can go on so many more adventures.
Yeah, we got a car. Lucy surprised me with a car. No.
We had just talked about not getting a car, especially because the area we live in, we don't really need one. We were borrowing a car and had it for like one night and someone smashed into the back of it. And so that was just like a learning lesson. Oh, we don't probably want or need a car in this area because people are dickheads. But I decided that I think we did need one. I was the first person to go and look at it and bought it. Kept telling Kelsi I was going to like other places that I wasn't going. Test driving the car, organizing the car, picking up the car, all that fun stuff. And then we have a car now.
What's that place called?
I want to, oh, Northcote Fish and Chips.
Yeah, that's the one.
Head north toward West Garth Street.
Wow, it looks really good. What's that?
That's your Big Daddy Dimmy.
Dimmy? That's the funniest looking dim sum I've ever seen.
Oh, don't judge.
Yum.
Grateful.
Thanks, honey.
I'm hot. Get him while they're hot.
Okay, now it's time that we go home and put our comfies on and relax because we did one thing outside of the house today, and so that officially means that we're tired. Okay, so I'm just waiting for my beautiful wife to get here. The sun is shining, so that's got to be a good sign, and we're about to head in for a fertility appointment with our doctor to go over my blood work and then also the ultrasound results. And right now I just need a hug from my wife and to hold her hand and to go into the appointment together. My wife is mad at me right now, and that's why she's not in this video. Aren't you grumpy pants? I have some updates that I'm excited to share. We're both excited to share, but I'm just gonna share them by myself. Okay, so the first one that, and I think it's mainly the one that I'm excited to share, is that we purchased sperm. We have a sperm donor and we reserved 2 vials of sperm, and our sperm is sitting in a freezer somewhere right now waiting for us to use it. So it's called Adam is the app that we used, and there are all sorts of rules and regulations around like how many families the donor can actually help with, and so there's, I would say, a pretty limited selection of actual donors for us to use here in Victoria, to the point that we were actually starting to talk about going up to Queensland, and we were talking with our doctor as well as our psychologist about the options, the different scenarios people are in, and how families actually do relocate to actually start their families because of just the limited amount of donors available in states. They have all different rules and regulations. And so I have spoke to a few people even over on Instagram, and they've been sort of shocked at, it's how you see it in the movies is what I'm hearing a lot, is like you think that there's just like this big online catalog and you have unlimited amount of donors and there's like thousands to choose from. And that is true mainly in the States, because donors are actually paid to donate there, and there's all sorts of different rules and regulations. You can get it shipped to your house, you can do like at-home insemination, and all of these just different things that you can't do here in Australia. And so we're not letting that stop us. I tried to reserve a sperm donor before we actually got this one, and then it was about 10 minutes after I had seen the listing on the app, and that was all gone, all reserved, all taken care of. So didn't get that one, but of course it worked out to our advantage because I believe we found an even better donor. And so main things that we were looking for were the genetic testing, or I guess like the health conditions. So you get a whole history report, I'll show it here for you, of what we get to see of our donors. And so you get to find out about their health history, their family's health history. You get to find out other things about their personalities. You get to see a baby photo of them, and then you get to see some people update their profile with their celebrity lookalike, which we had no idea who this celebrity was at the time. But after a quick Google search, we found that we believe he's quite handsome. And so it came through as like an email to say like, congratulations, make your payment. That's the first thing they want. So we paid $2,000, we got 2 vials of sperm, and that now sits there in storage for 6 months. If we want to renew storage, like if we're not ready yet, or if we need to delay anything for whatever reason, then we pay for storage after that. But our hope is that we will, in the new year, start using the first vial if all things go to plan. And then who knows, fingers crossed that it goes well, obviously, but it's exciting. We have a donor. And I feel like that's one of the hardest things here in Australia, because I searched the app even now just to make sure that there's like, just to see the other donors that are on there. And it's basically the same 7 or 8 that are on there still now. That was like my big thing that I really wanted to update everybody on, because I'm excited about the donor. I'm excited that we have that step done, and I'm excited that the donor's just chilling on ice. One thing that I've definitely learned is that like, if your wife is grumpy and you say the word grumpy, it's 100% just gonna make them grumpier.
No, you're pissing me off now because I am not grumpy.
See?
So if I say I'm not grumpy and then you bug me for being grumpy, I become grumpy because I'm telling you I'm not grumpy.
Have you seen that little have you seen that little meme that says when your wife is mad, go around and put a cape on them and then say, oh, now you're super mad? That's what I feel like.
Dude, I'm not grumpy.
Is she grumpy?
I'm hungry.
Anyway, on that note, please comment below, let us know what you thought about this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
My neck. Oh, you want to know what else? Judith's blowing her coat.
Judith's blowing her coat, and it's so
disgusting.
awful.
Use a cattle dog.
Like, look.
Blowing your coat. Ew.
Ew. It's summer. Oh my goodness.
She's like, guys, that is why I'm taking my jacket off.
It's snowing. We don't need to live in Canada anymore. We have snow in our house. Yeah, no, I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments. Maybe you want to try and have a guess at who our sperm donor celebrity lookalike is. I feel like that would be a fun game to play. Don't say anything. We will see you for a new YouTube video very soon, all about our fertility journey, our updates, our move, our shedding, blowing coat dog, and all things Australia summer.
And grumpy wives.
And including grumpy ass wives.
You have a grumpy ass.
Okay, so do you want to know like the coolest thing ever in this whole entire world to me right now? Is that I get to be a mum with you. And our life has been a wild adventure so far. We've done so many things. We have so many incredible memories, and every single day is just such a beautiful thing that we get to spend together. And now we're about to embark on this next part of our journey. We're going to embark on this next chapter of our life, and I just couldn't think of anyone else that I would rather do this with. Every single day that we get to spend together is an absolute gift, and you make me smile, you make me laugh, you teach me things, we help each other become the best versions of ourselves, and I just think that's a truly special partnership that I feel so grateful to have. So thank you for being such a ray of sunshine most of the time, and thank you for being my beautiful wife. I can't wait to watch you become a beautiful mum, and I can't wait to do that right by your side. So let's do this thing. Let's become mums. I love you to the moon and back times a million, billion, gazillion.